Alright, hey guys, welcome back to Callisto Protocol. Last time we got up to the warden's office, bought a whole bunch of stuff, upgraded our AR, and we were going to go do the final encounter. Now I went to go load up my save file, and all of the stuff I had bought reset, so I had to go rebuy it. So these are the new MO totals, and I still got the same upgrade that I had on the AR. And just to prove it, you can see the little suppressor type thing on it that increases your damage by a little bit. I don't know how that works, but it does. Alright, so we're gonna just investigate this area. Ooh, health. And then we'll try to find the warden. I actually think that little chunk put us up to full health. That's nice. And this is definitely going to be an arena. You just don't have explosive canisters sitting around for no real reason. Okay. A little confused, so I think we just missed something. Okay, there's the power box. Alright, let's do this.
Your methods are rash. You risk too much.
The greater risk is in failing to act, especially when the commonality is finally within our grasp.
And this be some Illuminati shit right here.
Right on time. He approaches. The survivor.
The survivor.
Via Solitarius.
Where's the Alpha? Just give me the goddamn antidote! I'm not gonna let her die.
Your friend. I've been watching you. You and your so-called friend. You're not the innocent you claim to be. You've proven that you'll do just about anything to ensure your own survival.
The survivor. Via Solitarius.
And what about you, huh? Watching people die for fun? Is that your protocol?
No. You are mistaken, Mr. Lee. The protocol isn't about death. It's about life. Our future lies out there. Our destiny. But we were not built for life in space. This fragile shell holds us back. We have to evolve if we are to survive. And now, you'll all see why. Proof that my methods are worth the risk. A final contest to determine the true survivor. Humanity! Or my Alpha.
Called it.
Well, 5, 2, 1. You know, really ought to thank you. At first I thought this was a curse, but then I realized it is a gift. This warden has opened my eyes, showed me my purpose. Now, I'm gonna show you.
Please don't. Okay, we're doing this again. I'm not ready for it. Come on, bitch. Let's go.
No one to save you now. No more tricks. No escape this time. I've beaten you. I've beaten everyone. I told you.
You feeling alright there? Ah shit, my boy's pulling it. This isn't even my final form on me.
Oh my god!
You are one ugly motherfucker, Fergus.
There's always a price.
Fuck, I think we gotta go for the heel right off the cut. Alright. Yep, that saved our life. That was the right call. Okay, run, Jacob. Get behind the pillar, then we gotta heal up, which we got just enough time for. Okay, I needed that. We were gonna die without it. Say ah! Alright, attempt 3. So, the first attempt I was doing good, then got stuck on a corner and I just insta-died. The second attempt, I ran out of ammo and tried to melee him, and then he ripped me in half. As he should. Whew! That was close. That was a high risk, high roll there. So, your best tool in stopping his charge at you is to use that chest-high cover. Because you can vault over it. Okay. We made it through phase 1. I'm gonna be honest, we got lucky with that dodge. I was expecting to die on that. Thank you, chest high cover. You saved my life so many times. I'll let you marry my first daughter. There, grab the ammo. Yep, that's what we needed. Get to the cover! Ooh, he was right on my ass with that. Hey! Hey! I'm still alive, somehow. Up and over! Alright. Yep. There we go. Open door! That was a bad call! Yeah, here we go. Alright, another phase. Run, Jacob! Okay, I'm starting to run low. Up and over, Jacob. Okay. Okay. Thank you, chest high cover. The real MVP of this game, chest high cover. You'll always be okay when you have chest high cover. With occasional pillar cover. Yep, there he goes. Oh, thank God. We did it. We fucking did it.
Hold on, Dani.
You think you've beaten us? Ferris was weak, an imperfect vessel. But in that sample is the key to unlocking a centuries-old dream. That's not failure, Mr. Lee. That's progress. And it belongs to me.
No, I don't think so.
Please. This is no time for false heroics. Leave the sample and walk away. There's an escape pod up there. To take you back to the life you once had. We can both have everything we want. So tell me, Mr. Lee, what do you want?
I'll tell you what I want. I want my sister back, fucker!
A valiant effort. But surely you know by now, I never lose.
No. This time you do.
Such a waste. All this to save one life. Don't think you've stopped us. The data gathered here will carry the protocol to the next phase. As for you...
Self-destruct sequence initiating.
Goodbye, Miss Nakamura. And Mr. Lee. I do hope you've enjoyed your stay at Black Iron.
Reactor core approaching critical.
Answer this way.
Alright, let's get the fuck out of here.
Move!
Come on, Dani. We're so close. I'm gonna leave this place. All the worst Yelp reviews. So many bad Yelp reviews.
Just keep going! We gotta get to the escape pods.
Okay. Okay, we're almost there.
Almost there!
We're almost there.
I see the pods!
There's just one.
No! You don't know what you're doing!
I didn't. But I do now. I can't keep running from what I've done.
What are you talking about?
I'm sorry. For everything. I do belong here.
Don't do this. No. Jacob! Jacob!
Data
transfer worked both ways. He learned more about me, and I learned more about him. In the chaos of the moment, I didn't realize he had also given me the evidence I was looking for all along, and sacrificed his life so that I could expose the truth. Was he trying to make up for the pain he caused, or just chasing some kind of redemption? Either way, I hope he found some peace.
Jacob, there might be a way out after all.
Reactor core temporary safeties activated.
But I'm going to need your help.
Okay. That's interesting. That's really fucking interesting. I'm gonna let the credits play, and then I'll give my final thoughts, and we'll see if there's a post-credit scene. You've unlocked New Game Plus. Welcome to New Game Plus. Play through the story again with all of your weapons, upgrades, and Callisto credits. Collect them at the first Reforge. Okay. Okay, here we are at the end of the Callisto Protocol Let's Play. Now, before I give any of my final thoughts on the game, let me go ahead and acknowledge that I understand that this game is not very favorably viewed in the public eye anymore. And I think the reason for that is people overhyped this game into oblivion and gave themselves very unrealistic expectations. They went into it thinking it was going to be this epic Dead Space -01 spiritual successor story, and it wasn't, and I don't think that was the goal from the get-go. Now, I put the majority of that blame on Glenn Schofield and Striking Distance Studios for overhyping this game and marketing it that way, but had they not marketed it like a Dead Space spiritual successor, I think the game would have had much more favorable opinions, because this game really does feel like Glenn wanted to take a few of his really good ideas from Dead Space 1 and put them in a whole new survival horror game and franchise. And had they marketed it as a whole new survival horror series with very little Dead Space influence, I think the game would have done better. Now, with all that being said, how do I feel about the game overall? And in that regard, I would say Callisto Protocol disappointed me in a few areas, but I still enjoyed my time with the game overall. Now let me go ahead and talk about what I didn't like, so that way for the last part of this LP series I can focus on what I really loved about this game. Now, my biggest critique by far for this game is that it's not very beginner friendly to newcomers of this genre. And when I say this, I say it in the fact that this game was really hard, like really friggin' hard. And while I'm used to it because I play survival horror games all the time, if you're brand new to this genre, it's so hard to where it could kind of scare you off. And while I understand that that is part of the appeal of survival horror games, it's always been understood that the lower end difficulties like easy and medium are meant to be more approachable than you play the other difficulties as you gain more skill or you get more accustomed with the genre in general. But no, both easy and medium were pretty hard too. I actually played the game on medium and it felt like hard mode in other survival horror games that I've played. Now, beyond the game feeling way too hard on lower difficulties for its own good, I have two other complaints. One, the game got really repetitive in the last couple hours. The two-head fight in particular felt not fun anymore, with the third time it was recycled after its first intro in the colony, and then Fergus's first form got recycled before the final encounter, and then near the end every combat setup felt very samey to one another. Then my last critique with the game is that the combat feels severely undercooked and not fun at times. Now, it feels undercooked in the sense of that the melee and dodge system wasn't fully fleshed out and feels more chance-based than it should be, to the point of where I'd do the flick or try a move and I'd still get hit, and it just feels very weird and janky instead of smooth. And then the enemies are way too spongy for their own good in this game, and I think it would have developed better if they had certain enemies that were spongy and certain ones that weren't. And I say that because every enemy just takes so much damage to the point of where it doesn't feel fun, and you have to expend everything you have in every fight to the point of where you really can't properly manage stuff. So if the enemies were less spongy and the combat was a little more developed and fair, I would say it would be fantastic. But because it is a little undercooked and the enemies are a little too spongy, I am going to keep it as a critique. Now, let's move on to what I loved about Callisto Protocol. Now, what I love about Callisto Protocol. One, I love its setting quite a bit. I think setting a sci-fi horror game on a prison moon is a fantastic setting because it gives you this really isolating and oppressive environment for you to get through. And the game's art style sold that very well, whether it was its visual cues, the setting layouts, the voice acting, everything worked to sell you on that theme, and I love it quite a bit for that. And in particular, if I had to isolate one thing that was really good, I would say the audio design of this game from both voice acting and audio cues was fantastic, where everyone's performances were top notch, and you could also hear creaks and crooks in the background, you could hear enemies move, and you could actually reliably use audio cues to let you know enemy movements and placements. I wish more games did this as well as this game and Dead Space did it, but regardless, I need to praise this game for doing that so well. Now, before I give the final thing that I like, the one thing I also have to give is that while I did critique the combat a little bit, I love the crafting, I love the inventory system, and I love the track that this gameplay was on quite a bit. I felt like all of those things were very well designed and were what I expected in a survival horror game. So all of that was well put together, and what I absolutely loved was the story for this game. The story of Jacob figuring out this mystery on this prison moon, the biophage virus, and his whole role to play in it was fantastic, and I really hope that there is a sequel for this game that can refine what was here and make it even better. Will this game get a sequel? I don't know, but I do know that DLC is coming, and if I have the free time for it, I will play it. And I also have a theory of how Dani might be the new alpha in the next game if we get it. So with all of that being said, I had a wonderful time with this game overall, and I hope you've enjoyed this Let's Play, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Yeah.